Today's video, I need to get that chimney breast rendered. Yep, there's quite a few gaps up there. I can see daylight into the chimney void, which is not good. But more importantly, you must have, as with all projects, a safe platform to work from. It's a little bit awkward because the chimney breast tapers out at the base, which means I can't get my scaffold in right up against it. But nevertheless, you've still got to work safely, more importantly when you're up pipes. Luckily, my dad's just given me these ratchet straps when I visited him in England, mum and dad, family, and he loaded my car up with stuff, and I just found these in the boot, so yeah, cheers Dad, these are going to really help. This is a bit temperamental. I just got a face full. Backfired on me, but that's it. It seems to be working now. So yeah, just to keep the dust down, stop it pulling the moisture out of the lime as you're applying it. And you don't want this drying out too quickly. There's not much chance of that because there's a few gaps up above that need addressing on the roof, but it will be nice and strong. Now, over the last year or so, I've done some major work to this chimney down below, supporting it. I've had to pin it. You know, it's really took a long time to get right. So we're just on the last section now, and I'm happy that it's nice and secure. There was lots of holes in there where the smoke had sort of come through. You can see all black marks, but that's not going to be a problem with my setup, the wood burner, because it's going to have a lined flue inside. So no problem of any fumes or anything coming out. You know, always use a flue liner when you're installing these wood burners. Oh, that wind really has got up and it's whistling through here. Still a few gaps, you know. On the outside they do have to, you know, have air circulating. That's what dries them out if they get damp, you know. But on the underside we want to keep that to a minimum. Now we're kind of not just rendering but pointing up at the same time, so any gaps just keep working in. Like I say, it's laborious, but it's very satisfying. And it's one of those jobs that don't cost too much money. Now what I like to do when I'm working on my own a job like this, outside I've done a dry mix, 2.5 sand to 1 lime, mixed it all up dry, left it in the wheelbarrow, took out what I need, mixed it up in the bucket with the water and then brought that up. That way I'm not having to rush before it all sets and starts going off. It's just much easier and less waste that way. So I'll just mix up as I go along. Like I say, it's a lengthy process, but a very rewarding one. I think the hardest thing with this sort of work is me keep touching the camera. Oh, lime over me, so yeah, I'm not losing the camera off for the scaffold. Otherwise I shall be asking Santa Claus for a new camera for Christmas. Got myself another batch mixed up, ready to go. Yep, it's important to get the consistency just right. Stiff enough, it holds on. but not too wet. It won't stick. Now this is the area of concern, right up in the top there. Yeah, and there. But this will be, you know, amazingly strong once it's set, because all these holes and crevices, I'm striking it in, and you know, once it goes off, it's certainly not coming off. Let's see if I can get this out of the way so you can see exactly what I'm doing. There we go. Slow progress, but progress nonetheless. Filled those holes in at the top. Yeah, and it's starting to feel a whole lot better now. It's a messy business. The angles are just, you know, not in your favour. I've just come in from outside, just made another mix up, and I thought I'll just have a little walk around the garden. It's been quite windy earlier on today and over the last few days, and we've lost one of our most beloved apple trees. Yeah, it's been a lovely old apple tree, quite a big one. Boom, over it's gone. So yeah, got a little bit of firewood for the next year or so ahead. Yeah, shame really when you lose trees like that. So we had so much fruit off of it. Never mind, we'll plant some more. Before I do my next mix, it might just be an idea for me to walk around and have a look, see if I've lost anything else out there. I haven't had a chance to do it yet. I kind of hit the ground running. Lots of jobs to catch up on while I was away in England. So let's have a look round, see if there's any more old trees down. Lots of stuff blown about and broken, and tree limbs down. I know about this one, it's not a problem. You can cut that buddleia right back to the ground and it'll be okay. It's this one here. Lovely apples off it earlier. Yep, it's down alright. You know, with all this wind, rain, snow, it really does take its toll on these trees. As I drive through the lanes, there's trees down everywhere. You know, they can be quite dangerous. You know, don't underestimate the weight of a tree when it comes down. So, you know, have your wits about you in this bad weather. So when it's sodden, the ground, it loosens the roots, and you get like heavy snow weighing down these trees, and don't matter how long they've been up, you know, they can just come tumbling down. But in all honesty, don't think we'd have had another 5 years out of it really. Don't know with these things. Anyway, I certainly haven't now. So we'll get that moved, chopped up, stick it on that ever-growing to-do list. Yeah, it's looking a little bit bashed about. It's finished anyway. I think the frost finished that off. Just let the seeds drop. Yeah, all the newly planted trees are doing fine. They haven't got any leaf on them, so there's no issue with them blowing over. Okay, I'll finish cutting this off a little bit later, but for now let's head back in the cottage and finish off that render. I'll need to strike the scaffold, get these ladders out of the way so I can just finish off the last area. Only just to hold it off so I can get behind there with the trowel. I'll do the same the other side. A little tricky. Just have to work around these obstacles, figure it out. Sometimes the methods are a little unorthodox. Not worried about that. Now that was just one of those jobs that I really wanted to get finished. Yeah, it just looks, well, what do you think? Looks a lot better, doesn't it, to what it was before. Yeah, it really was bugging me, all that messy kind of stonework up there. But yeah, another job ticked off. So the next stage will be framing out the top section. Now I've got my scaffold set up. But that won't be in this video. I've got lots of tidying up to do, trees, lime everywhere, so I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.